Good morning everyone and welcome back to the YouTube channel. I have to say I've been overwhelmed recently. The video that I made of the vet coming to the farm to drain the abscess on the cow's leg has recently taken off, and because of that I've had loads more subscribers, likes and comments, so I really appreciate the support. The comments, some of them are positive, some are negative. Either way, they are good feedback for me in improving my work and the YouTube channel, so thank you very much for that. I am also very interested in hearing whereabouts you guys are watching from. It seems I have a lot more viewers coming from America, Australia and New Zealand, and I would love to know exactly where you're watching from, because in 2015 and 16 I actually did a worldwide loop travel, and potentially I could have been into your state or country, so please let me know in the comment section below. Anyway, a few weeks ago, my dad had a phone call from Muller Wiseman's, which are the dairy and the company that collect the milk every single day from us, and they asked us whether we would be interested in getting involved with a bit of filming. Not exactly sure what it was for, they wouldn't tell us. However, of course we said yes, because I love getting involved in anything to do with the media. So here's a few clips of that. Hello everyone, so Muller are here today to do a bit of filming for an internal promotional video in the company. So we cleaned the dairy yesterday and it is gleaming, it's absolutely gleaming in here. They want some input from me. Apparently I need to wave at the tanker driver as he drives off after he's collected the milk.
Like that. Perfect, great acting skills, thank you. Cameras, right, good fun.
So, interesting stuff. Like I say, I'm always keen to get involved in any type of media. And the producer did actually say to me that that was the best wave he'd ever seen. So, quite happy with that. I think that's up there with my greatest achievements. Anyway, in today's video, we are going to be topping this field that I'm currently stood on right now. And the reason for that is, for some reason, the cows just don't like this field. We send them on here to graze and they'll do half an hour lap around the outside, they'll have a little nibble of the grass, and then before too long they'll all be standing over there in the corner of the field by the gate where they came in, and that tells me that they just don't like the taste of the grass. So we like to reseed at least 1 or 2 fields every single year, and that way we're constantly refreshing the grazing pastures, making sure that the cows get the best quality grass that we can give them. And due to the climate that we're currently in, we cannot afford to lose any sort of feed whatsoever. So what the plan of action is, we are going to top this field, and then tomorrow we're going to send the cows on here, shut them on, and then hopefully they'll eat all the toppings. And I think they will eat most of them, because when a field's been cut and the grass is there laid out ready for them to eat, it's easy pickings, and so hopefully they clean most of the field up. Then we're going to give it a couple of weeks, spray it off, and then we can start working the soil and get some fresh seed in it, ready for next year's grazing. So, enough talking, I'm going to go and jump onto the old Ford now. It's currently in the lagoon stirring up the slurry because Brad is out tanking today, and I'm going to swap it over, put the topper on, and then Catherine can crack on topping this field, ready for the cows grazing it tomorrow. Let's go. absolute babe of a tractor. This is, and I've said it before and I'll say it again, this right here is like an E-type Jag. It's like the classic of all classics. Or for you American fans, I guess it's like a Corvette Stingray. It's like the ultimate classic, the one that everyone wants.
Would be a video about you, Lena, would it, eh? Yeah, where's Toby? And a girl.
It's a bit dusty, the old girl is at the minute. Definitely needs a clean. Oh yeah, look at that. Old school controls. Got a little gear button down there. And right here, shows how much sentimental value this has. Right here, my dad had this made for me. And I used to sit on here. This is the toolbox or everything box. I used to sit on here when I was a very, very small child, probably like 4 or 5 years old, with my little legs poking out the front there, and I'd spend all day sat on here with my dad on the tractor while he'd go doing some work in the fields. And we've had this tractor my whole life, and that's why it means so much to me. Anyway, let's get this topper on. Yep, the temperature has increased, so I've swapped over to a vest and some shorts. Now it's time to just go and check on Catherine and see how she's getting on with the field. She's been topping the field now for just a little bit over an hour. So here we are in the field. Not too bad. Progress is being made. just following the last cows that have been milked now, and now I can shut them onto the field. Just having a quick look what they're up to, and they've made it all the way to the far end of the field, which is fine, but I am going to keep an eye on them today, because if they all just come up together and just stand by this gateway, I might have to just move them onto another field. When I've come back this morning, as it's rained last night, it's kind of shriveled the grass, whatever we topped yesterday, it's kind of shriveled it up a little bit, so there isn't really a great deal for them to eat. So I don't want to leave them hungry. Like I say, if they start all walking up, so I know then that they're hungry, and I will probably have to move them into a new field. But in the meantime, I'm going to shut this gate now and leave them to it. Right, okay, so as predicted, the cows have been on the field for roughly, I don't know, 2 or 3 hours now, and they're all stood here by the gate giving me a look as if to say, why the hell have you sent me onto this field? I don't like it. Look at them all. Not happy cows. However, they have spent enough time on here to eat all the scraps up, so there's been no wasted grass on this field, which is good news for me. So I am going to now move them, because I don't want them... What's up, girl? I am now going to move them because I don't want them just stood here all day. It's no good for the feet, and they're obviously not eating any food. So I'm just going to move them onto the neighbour field, and that is definitely where they're going to stay for the rest of the day. Into the new field they go. There we go. Okay, now they seem happy. So I'm going to have a look at the milk ticket tomorrow, just to see how much impact it's made on the milk. Obviously sending the cows onto a field with not much grass on isn't very good for the daily milk ticket. However, they've only spent a couple of hours on there, so hopefully it won't affect it too much. Okay, so it is the following morning, and our milk gets collected at 8 AM every single day. So yesterday afternoon's milking has been stored and chilled in this tank overnight, which means that yesterday's grazing has an impact on today's milk ticket. Now I'm interested to see how much it has actually impacted the milk ticket. I'm expecting it to drop, but hopefully not too much, so let's have a look. So we have a look at the litres here, and that was 2 days ago, then yesterday, and then this morning's milk ticket. So it has gone down maybe 100, 150 litres, which isn't too bad. I'm quite happy with that result. So would I do the top and the graze again? If there was an abundance of grass everywhere, probably not. But the fact that there isn't a great deal of grass across the whole farm at the minute, I really had no choice other than not to waste the grass that was on that field. So we did it this time, but like I say, if there was loads of grass, probably wasn't worthwhile doing, because the cows, after a couple of hours, clearly weren't that happy on the field. So that wraps up today's video, but whoa, hang on a minute, I've just got one more thing to show you, so please don't click off the video just yet. Let's go. Oh, we got a clean parlour this morning. Lovely. So this morning I pulled out 127, and this girl here was the cow that had the big abscess on her leg, and I made a video where the vet came to the farm and he made a small incision to drain the abscess. The video has recently had a lot of views and a lot of comments, good ones and bad ones. Anyway, I pulled her out this morning because I wanted to show all you guys the progress that she has made. I must say I'm absolutely chuffed with it myself. So let's have a look. But firstly, I'm going to show you what she was like beforehand, and this was around 2 to 3 months ago that this video was filmed, so have a look at that quickly now. And this is the progress that she's made up to now. Now, if you can have a look, you can just about see the mark there. That's where Ben made the incision, and that's all fully healed up now. And if you have a look, there is the smallest little bump there, but not a great deal at all. We do have a little bump just here, but that was down to some vaccinations that we did last week. But all in all, I would say it's like 98% healed, and you almost can't even see it now. And she's back to her full fighting self, so that is good news for me. So thank you very much for watching. See you on the next video, guys. Take care.